Welcome back to my channel. So right here I have a nice bowl of peanut porridge. I just, I get a lot of requests saying, hey, that first peanut porridge, can you make one without the Irish moss? All right, so I made one without the Irish moss, and this is it. You guys are going to love it. The great thing about porridge, you can add, reverse it, fix it up any way you want to fix it up. Eat it with some crackers or some outdoor bread. All right, stay tuned. All right, let's get right into it. So right here I have 2 cups of raw peanuts. That's 4 cups of coconut milk, 1/4 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. All right, so that's coconut milk. I'm going to use half to blend and then half to make the porridge. That's about a cup of evaporated milk. You can just use a whole can of evaporated milk if it, And then I have about a cup of condensed milk, the sweetened condensed milk, 1 green plantain. I have some cinnamon, about half a teaspoon, and then I have my cinnamon stick I'm gonna add to the pot. I have my fresh nutmeg, or you can use ground nutmeg. I have my rose water there, that's the yellow one, and then the other one is vanilla extract and some salt. About a teaspoon of the rose water and about a teaspoon of the vanilla extract and about a half a teaspoon of salt. All right, so just gonna make this so simple and so easy. All right, I actually have a cousin who was lived out of town, always used to come by and eat when he was in town. He asked me to make him some porridge and ship it to him. So actually, blend up all the ingredients. I put it in the freezer, froze it, and I mailed it to him express. And once he got the package, I told him just cook it the next day, and he cooked it on the stove. Just basically everything that I blended up, all the ingredients, and he said it came out the same. It was so delicious. So hey, porridge in a bottle or porridge to go, it can happen. All right, so I'm just gonna peel this green plantain, and it's very easy to peel. Just always add a little grease to my fingers just to make sure everything slips right off. If not, just use a knife to get off the rest. You don't have to worry about cleaning it up. The blender, everything is gonna dissolve in this blender. I am actually using a Vitamix. My Vitamix is the bomb. If you're looking for one of these blenders, you can actually pick it up on my Amazon storefront, or or if you have a NutriBullet, that can help. But yeah, I blend everything up in this Vitamix. I'm actually gonna blend this for about a minute. Even though it's peanut porridge, I still like my porridge kind of smooth. I know some people, but it has a little texture because it's still gonna be nice and thick. But I don't like it when it's too grainy. So the Vitamix, trust me, like I said, the Vitamix definitely does the job. All right, so what I'm doing here, so I got the 2 cups of raw peanuts, the 1 green plantain, and then I'm pouring 2 cups of coconut milk, and you can use any coconut milk, the one from the can, or you can even use the silk coconut milk. All right, and then the evaporated milk. So that's basically 3 cups went in there. And then I'm gonna add the flour, which is about a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm basically adding all the ingredients right here: the salt, the cinnamon, that was the vanilla extract. I'm gonna add the rose water and almond. It's just an essence, mixed spice essence, just adds a lot of flavor to your porridge. And then I'm gonna add, there it is, my ground cinnamon, and I'm gonna also add the cinnamon stick when I'm to the pot. But I'm gonna use a grater and just grate this nutmeg. If you don't have regular nutmeg, or the whole nutmeg, you can always use the ground nutmeg. That's another alternative. So no fuss if you don't have this exact one. And then also, if you're interested in picking up any of my kitchen tools and everything that I use in my kitchen, you can actually pick all of those up on my Amazon storefront. I will leave all the links in my description box for you. Okay. All right, so I got everything added to my blender. Now I'm just gonna usually start at the lower speed, not to shock the blender. So I'm gonna start like at 3. Then I'm just gonna turn it up. Like I said, I want everything to be smooth. and just gonna blend this for about a minute. This, like I said, this Vitamix is the bomb. So if you're looking for a good blender, highly recommend. This is not an advertisement or any promotion for Vitamix, but definitely love it. I've had this blender for a few years and it's definitely worth it, so highly recommended. All right, so like I said, I put everything in here. This is another option. You can blend up your porridge and freeze it. Once you're ready to cook it, just, you know, put it on the stove. You know, that's how we used to make baby food. Like when my kids were younger, I used to blend up the green banana and give them, just blend up every other thing and give them as food. So do the same thing. All right, so my what I'm adding to the pot, 2 cups of coconut milk and those 2 cinnamon sticks. If you don't have cinnamon sticks, you can use cinnamon leaves. The cinnamon stick is the bark from the cinnamon tree, so it's all, you know, the same thing. All right, so I'm just whisking this. I'm gonna get everything out my blender. And the great thing about this part, you don't have to stand over it and nurse it. I'm just gonna cover it up on low heat, between low to medium heat. Well, prefer low heat for about 15 minutes. So I did all of this in 20 minutes. You can have your porridge ready in 20 minutes. All right, so I blend it up, drop everything in the pot. I'm gonna cover it up and just let it sit there, and it's gonna do its thing. I don't have to, like I said, you don't have to sit there and nurse it or pamper it. Okay, just let it do its thing. And then after 15 minutes, you can even set your alarm. I was like, hey Google, set my timer for 15 minutes just so I could be accurate with you guys. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit and I'll be back. All right, so after 15 minutes, that's it. It is almost ready. See how beautiful that looks? Nice and foam up, and there it is. I'm just whisking it. Adding the sweetened condensed milk. That's basically it. See how nice and thick it is? You can actually dilute it, pour some more evaporated milk in there if you want to thin it out, or if you like it thick, whichever. You can leave it thick, or like I said, just pour some off. Well, not pour some off, just, you know, thin it out with some evaporated milk if it's too thick for you. All right, but there we have it. See, look at that, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. That's how I like my porridge. The only porridge I can tolerate with a lumpy is like if I'm drinking the hominy corn porridge. And I have that recipe if you scroll down. I think I have the banana porridge, the cornmeal porridge, the hominy corn porridge. I have peanut porridge, 2 versions, one with oatmeal and one with, yeah, the other peanut porridge on here, it's with oatmeal, sea moss, plantain, and the peanut. So this one is, like I said, it's a little bit more simpler. It's just the peanut. I added the flour and the green plantain. So people who don't live in certain areas where they can't get sea moss, they can make this one with no problem. If you can't find the green plantain, you can use green banana. So a lot of, you can substitute and do whatever you want to do. It'll still be delicious. And if you're looking for raw peanuts, they're also on my Amazon storefront if you don't have access to them in your area, but I got mine at the farmer's market. All right, so once I'm finished with my porridge, whatever is left over, I just put it in a nice little Pyrex dish, because trust me, porridge can drink the next day and the next day. It never steals, it tastes the same. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just scraping it in a Pyrex dish. I'm gonna put it in my refrigerator. And like I said, you can even freeze it if you would like to, and reblend it. So you don't have to throw away your porridge. Like, just make sure you take that cinnamon stick out. I definitely took the cinnamon stick out, because you can't. That's gonna be crazy if you try to blend that. All right, so this is the next day. Look how the porridge thick up. See it look thick now? Yeah, and look lumpy. So I'm going to reblend it. And trust me, if my porridge come out lumpy, like if I make any porridge, very rarely, unless I'm not watching or something happen, but if it come out lumpy, I just put that sucker in the blender and smooth it out. So that's all you got to do, just smooth it out. You don't have to worry about, oh my god, my porridge came out lumpy, what may I go do now? Nah, there's a solution for everything. All right, every problem of a solution. All right, so fix it. That's what we do around here, fix all the problems. All right, so just blend this for a few minutes. If you, like I said, on the blender or the NutriBullet, you know, don't have to blend it too long, just give it a few minutes. All right, and that's it, because if you blend it too much, it's gonna be too smooth. But once you heat it back up, it's gonna get nice and thick again. All right, so that's basically it. You can enjoy your porridge with some, see there, nice, smooth, no lumps, no clumps, nothing. All right, so once that is said and done, just nice it back up, heat it back up, share your nice bowl. And while we're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so as soon as I drop another hot video, you'll be the first to be notified. And definitely gonna leave all my links in my description box for you. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at The RAINA'S Kitchen, also on Facebook at The RAINA'S Kitchen. I'm also on TikTok at The RAINA'S Kitchen, Pinterest, The RAINA'S Kitchen. All right, and thank you as always for watching. I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.